Hey everyone, welcome back to Mod Life Season 2, SpaceLife. And for the past couple of days, I've been working hard trying to get SpaceLife here updated to Minecraft version 1.6.4. And after hours and hours and hours of work, because of a couple different problems, in fact, a couple of those problems are still lingering around, I finally managed to get it somewhat runnable and, well, recordable. So, with that being said, let's actually run around the base, the compound so far, and show you guys some of the changes since the last episode. So you guys can see quickly right here. I went ahead and made a shelf for some of my old Tinker's tools, just to get them out of my bag here. Went ahead and set up an iron furnace here to process up some sand into glass. So that'll constantly keep working for us. A lot of you guys are going to be like, well, Bentley, why don't you just use the electric furnace? Yeah, I'll get to that in a minute. Also, we are going to have a couple of new mods now because we're on version 1.6.4. We've also lost a couple of mods as well. So I believe we lost Marble Excel, which had all of the black marble and then the regular marble that we had, or I think it was white marble. But all that's gone now because that mod's not updated to 1.6.4. We've also lost the energy weapons, so we don't have that anymore. But we do now have Project Red, which actually has basalt, I believe? Yeah, basalt, cobblestone, and marble. It also has, you know, some of the ruby tools, sapphire tools. These are walls, of course, but just showing you guys a few things. Also the walls there. We also have lamps, so different form of lighting. So pretty cool. A couple of those mods there. We also have Zan's Minimap now, just because I figured a nice little change would be cool. And so I went ahead and did a little bit of exploring off camera, and I managed to find a volcano. I need that for the basalt, for our compound, of course. One of the big problems I've had since last episode is, well, the quarry. It actually is not running properly with the solar panels. These guys hook up to the quarry and it shows it's sending power, but it doesn't like register at all. So I'll show you guys quickly. I've been like trying to troubleshoot this for hours and hours. So you can see there's actually power going through. This actually has power stored into it. But like it's showing it's moving. Where's it going? What is it doing? Well, nonetheless, it doesn't do anything. Like, it might move a tad bit, but then it pretty much just stops. Like, there's not enough power being sent into it or something. So, all of the mods have pretty much been updated, so I'm not too sure what the problem actually is. I've tried different versions of GalacticCraft. I've tried different versions of BuildCraft. I can't figure out what this is. Like, it's showing it's getting power, but that is not even moving. So maybe you guys know what's going on. I quite frankly don't. So we also lost a lot of resources because of the upgrade to IndustrialCraft 2. We have a couple new things, I think, in there. Plus this Tier 3 Iridium drill, which has Fortune 3 on it, which seems pretty awesome to me. But we did lose like a lot of, I think, tin and copper, all of our processed ores. In fact, if we actually make our way down, we can actually see a whole bunch of chunks just missing in our mini-map. Actually, yeah. Oop. Ugh. Where's it at? No, zombies, you shush. Alright, so you see all those holes? Yeah, those are all missing ores. Yeah, we lost a lot. But that's okay, we have plenty of resources already, and we'll make sure we get to a new area for different resources later on. But for now, I think we're alright. Let me go ahead and unhook this quickly. No need for it, because it's not working, so not too sure what I'm actually going to use to power my quarry yet. In fact, let's just go ahead and pick these guys up so nothing bad happens. There we go. Alright, we're looking good. Let's see. Let's actually head down to our launch chamber. So, last episode, we managed to get ourselves into a fight with a slime, and a very puny slime at that, and apparently he won. So, yeah. Even got a friend down here. Look, we got a little sheep. So if you guys notice, I got my damage indicators to the left side of my screen there, above my advanced HUD. And I should have my oxygen in the top left corner, so everything should be pretty much fit nicely on my UI here. Anyway, so I also made a nice little change to our door, or our launch door up there. Take a look. Yeah, took you guys' suggestion, so I put another set of drawbridges on the opposite side, and it doesn't look too bad. It looks like just a regular, you know, sliding door from both sides when it closes, but when it opens, it's a pretty cool little effect. I like it. So anyways, we got to get ourselves set up down here with our rocket. So I went ahead and remade it. I had plenty of resources to do it, so I said, why not? In fact, let's see, rocket launch pad, our tier 1 rocket. Let's go ahead and get this guy set up. Bam, perfect. And, hey sheep, mind if I, nope. I ain't hitting no sheep with that. Alright, so, that's looking pretty good. Let's take a look, let's see, which one's the inventory? F. Okay, there we go. So, rocket fuel tank requires a fuel loader to fill. Alright, we'll get one of those. I think I actually have that somewhere. I'll take a look. And our inventory. Let's right click to get out, right? Yeah, good. Don't want to mess up here. Alright, sheep, you shush. Fuel loader, there we go. Alright, so we're just gonna... I didn't mean to do that. Maybe like right there. Alright, that'll work for now. Alright, so we do need some power, but maybe we could just make a battery for now. Alright, sheep, I'm sorry. Well, not that sorry, but, yeah, let's fill that in. That's gonna be kind of a pain. So until I get some marble, I'm just gonna leave that like that for now. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and make me a battery, and I think I'm actually gonna need some actual canisters, I think they're called, from GalacticCraft. Let's take a look. GalacticCraft core. So with GalacticCraft being updated, we have some new stuff, and actually a little bit more difficult process to make certain things. So like our solar panels here, this is the top of our solar panels that we're so used to making. Now we need our aluminum wire, which requires aluminum instead of copper. Great. Okay, that should be fun. Glass, aluminum wire, and then blue solar wafers, which we actually need to make inside of a circuit fabricator. We need raw silicone. Ooh. This might not be a good thing. I don't even know where I could get silicone. I think it's an actual ore? Yeah, silicone ore. Or silicone, whatever. I'll call it what I wish. Alright, so we got a compressor, electric compressor. Alright, but I first want to try to see about making these batteries. Let's see what we got. Alright, battery. What do I need for that? Compressed tin, redstone, and coal. That's really not that bad. We also need, yeah, liquid canister. There we go. Compressed steel, compressed tin, and glass and tin. So, looks like we're going to have to make ourselves a little compressor here. So what do we need for that? Any type of anvil, it looks like, or, yeah, any type of anvil. Aluminum ingots, copper ingots, and a basic wafer. So we're going to need a circuit fabricator. And raw silicon. Great. Okay, well, let's get started, shall we? But first, let's actually head up this way. I want to show you guys, since the update, I've been testing power out here, and apparently I need to use this aluminum wire and connect it to the MFE this way in order for it to gain power. If I actually hooked this up directly to the solar panel, it would explode. And even if I hooked it up to a transformer, it has a weird kind of like tick rate. Like, it doesn't generate as fast as this setup does here. So that's why I have this setup out here for the time being, just to kind of, you know, fill up my power here and show you guys that and let you guys know. So also we got our IndustrialCraft 2 room that we made not long ago, completely bare because all of the item IDs changed. So I'll get all that remade up off camera, don't worry. You guys won't have to go through that again. We'll get that later on. Alright, let's go ahead and sleep through the night, and we'll get started. Because my plan today is, well, I want to at least get to at least to space. I think that'd be nice. Alright, so circuit fabricator. First things first, aluminum ingot, lever button, furnace, aluminum wire, and redstone torch. So thankfully my wire that I had from before actually turned into aluminum wire. See, there we go. So we'll grab our levers. See, we should have some buttons somewhere. Or stone, that works too. I think we need, what, 2 buttons? Yeah, 2 buttons. Alright, so redstone torch. Let's grab some sticks. And we have this raw aluminum, which I believe we found in here at some point. But we also have this aluminum ore. Hold on a minute. I wonder if this will count as well. I hope so, because I know that's different aluminum. Hold on, let me take a look. It's not necessarily a cool thing. That might be a bad thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to test this really quick like. We're just going to throw some coal in there and a piece of aluminum ore in here. See what that gives us. Hopefully something we can use. So raw aluminum. Drat. That's probably not good. So that means I might have to go scour some new chunks to find some aluminum ore. Unless... No, I don't think that would work. Yeah, I think that's what I have to do. Alright, well, what I'm going to do is... I think I might head out towards... past the jungle we had when we started, and see if I can't go find maybe like a little cave or start digging somewhere out there and trying to get some new ores, some aluminum, maybe see if I can't find some silicone, whatever you call it, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, so I went ahead and made my way out towards the volcano here. Stay away from me, you squids. Wanted to show you guys. Plus, I'm going to probably try to pick up some basalt here and maybe tunnel down into the earth from here. See what I can't find. So, let me grab some of this and... hold on. Let's see what I can do. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that should work. Yeah, so you guys can see I already got some of it here already with my mining laser, but this should work out just fine. I'm going to try to go ahead and burrow my way into the earth a little bit, maybe down here once I get a little bit further down, and then see if I can't maybe find me some new resources, and see you guys back at base in just a bit. And we're back from our mining expedition, which... actually took 2 trips. I had to come back and pick up my tool forge to repair my hammer. Apparently that silicon's actually a little bit more rare than I thought it would be. Managed to pick up some diamonds along the way also. So, just finishing up clearing out my inventory, putting things away where they go. Yeah, that looks about right. And the ores in the back here. Alright, so more aluminum ore. I already had some cooked up for us. There we go. Looking good. Put our redstone away as well. See, I don't think we need that much, but we'll hold on to that there. And we need to put the mob drops away, which is you, and that should be it. Put some of our basalt away. I've already pretty much cleaned out most of my backpack here, which was fairly full. I had pretty much cleaned myself out already from when I came back from my second trip, and had a lot of space ready to go. I should probably actually make me up some more backpacks. Would be a good idea, especially on those types of trips. Alright, there we go. That should be good there. I'm gonna need 1 diamond, I believe. Man, I keep forgetting to put these in there. All the mob drops, I keep forgetting them. Alright, there we go. And the rotten flesh. Drat. In fact, I put the string in the wrong one. Stop hurrying. That's what my problem is. I'm in a rush. I want to get this done. Alright, so let me get my aluminum wire. Check it out. We got sapphires. Didn't I bring back? Yeah, there we go. We also got peridot and rubies. On my first trip, I had to make myself a sapphire pickaxe, which works pretty well. Ran out of power on my drill, so I needed that to continue mining a bit, and then I pretty much got full, so made my way back to base, repaired my hammer, and decided to take my tool forge with me that next time. So, alright, so let's go ahead and do that quickly, just so I have that made up and ready to go for us. Alright, so we got our aluminum wire. We're going to need, I believe, what is that, 1 button? 2 buttons. So we're going to need 2 pieces of stone. We're also going to need 1 lever, sorry. 1 lever, 2 aluminum, a furnace. There we go. And we should be able to just shift click this guy. Bam! Wait, what? Oh, we need aluminum. Right. Got you right there. Alright, one more time. Bam! There we go. Circuit fabricator. Alright, and I'm not sure where I'm going to have this room set up for this just yet, so I'm just, for the time being, going to set this guy up right there. Circuit fabricator. It's got power. Alright, so diamond. Redstone. Redstone torch. Raw silicon. And it's running. Cool. Well, that's not too bad. Kind of a pain finding that raw silicon, though. So this should actually make me up 3 of the basic wafers, I believe. Whoa! Oh, look at that. That was actually a cool noise, too. Alright, so... wow. We have 3 basic wafers, which we can actually use for our compressor now. We only need 1. 6 aluminum ingots, a piece of copper, and an anvil. Alright, we can do that. Let's go to sleep first. And I might, let's see. Kinda need to make me up a new Tinker's pickaxe, but yeah, we'll see. Or hammer, not sure. I really want to get started and put some luck on a pickaxe. We got another alumite pickaxe head we could use. And I could make myself the electric modifier, which would not be a bad idea. We'll save that for a time when we have, well, time to do that. We want to get this thing made up first, because I want to at least try to see about taking off today. Compressor. So we need at least half a stack of iron, or at least, what is that, 33? Yeah, so we're going to need 3 blocks of iron, 4 iron ingots. That'll give us an anvil. Put that away, so we got our aluminum. We just need a copper ingot, so here we go. Nice. Compressor. Now, what do we need for the electric compressor? We need compressed steel and advanced wafer. Wow. That's really not much difference. Just requires a redstone repeater instead. Alright, that's different. And gives you an advanced wafer. And then aluminum wire plus compressed bronze. An ingot compressor. Wait, do we have that anywhere? There's an... Or is that just a regular compressor? Alright, well, let's go put this guy down real quick and see what actually happens. So, maybe like right there? Wait, whoa. Oh, it takes fuel, so that's... It's not power, it's just... Oh, I get it. Circuit fabricator. No, I mean, electric compressor. I'm sorry. Electric compressor takes electricity, of course, and the compressor here just takes, well, I guess some type of fuel source. So I could actually put this guy down here for the time being. Alright, what exactly did I need? I wanted a canister. Well, at least a canister. Empty liquid canisters. Liquid canister, so we need compressed tin and a piece of compressed steel, which I believe is compressed iron and coal. So let's do like 8 pieces of that. We'll grab some coal. So we'll put the coal right there. Oh, well, that's not too bad at all. Alright, well, we'll let that work. Oh, that is cool. Nice, I like the sounds. That is awesome. Alright, that'll work. Alright, you do your thing over there, buddy. And I'm gonna kind of look around and see what else we need. Alright, so... we got a rocket, we got... Oh, right, we wanted to make a battery. Yeah, that's right. So for a battery, we're gonna need compressed tin, redstone, and coal. Alright, let's go ahead and grab some tin. And we'll go ahead and get that running. Whoops. There we go. Split that up. And how much coal does this use? It doesn't look like it uses too much, which is fine. Alright, so we got compressed iron, which we'll use in just a minute, but we want the compressed tin. We need 5 pieces of that, plus a piece of redstone and coal. Alright, we'll put that away for the time being. You know, I could make a quick little pickaxe. Just don't know if I really want to use a lumite. And I don't think I got any more cobalt lying around. I like using cobalt because I think it has a faster mining speed. Yeah, I'll probably go find some cobalt later on. Alright, so there we go. Compressed tin. So we should be able to make this up now. Redstone and coal. That'll make us a battery, which we can actually charge, hopefully, in this guy. Cool. There we go. That'll work. Alright, we'll let that charge up, and then we'll use that in our fuel loader down there. But first, we need our fuel canister. So we need more compressed tin. And more compressed tin. Wow. Alright, well, let's get some more in there. How much do we have already? We have 5. Need 2 more to at least get that bottom tin canister done. We got the glass and then just 1 piece of compressed steel, which this is how I'm gonna make it. Compressed iron and coal on the sides. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and make that canister, or whatever that is. Yeah, tin canister. There we go. Got that, and just need 6 more pieces of compressed tin, 1 piece of glass, and our steel. So, do I have glass anywhere else? Really don't want to take it out of there. Alright, there we go. That'll work. What else can we make that we might actually need? Coal generator, no. Electric furnace. I wouldn't mind making all of these machines, because, well, Why not? Some of them are pretty useful. Some of them we actually already made also, but say, for instance, like the circuit fabricator, once we get there to the electric compressor, electric furnace, let's see, what else? Maybe the refinery will move over. Energy storage module. Yeah, but we'll make like a room with all those machines in there. That might be kind of cool. Alright, we should be ready to go now with our canister. Wait a minute. Oh, we need the steel, right? Alright, you come back. Pressed iron. We need coal. There we go. That'll work. Alright, let's go grab our battery. Come here, you! Oh, wait, it's in here. Wow, that's actually filling up very slowly. Wait, sun is not what do you mean sun is not visible? It's right there. I don't understand. I cannot comprehend. Alright, well, seeing as how you're taking so long. Hold on a minute. Wait a minute. Let me try something here. Seems a little messed up. Maybe that's what it was? Alright, that seems like it's speeding up a little bit faster than what it was. Kinda, sorta, maybe. Alright, well, while that's doing its thing and we're waiting on our steel, which I think is actually done, which it is, I guess we'll just go ahead and quickly make up this. Dang it. It doesn't like me. Alright, glass, compressed steel, tin on the sides, and there we go. Empty liquid canister. Alright, so how much does this actually hold? 1,000. Alright. That's fine. That'll work for now. Alright guys, well I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the battery. It's not fully charged. It's actually about, what is that? Maybe about a third. Almost a third of the way there. That might be enough power. We got our fuel canister. We got our air tanks ready to go. Oxygen gear, oxygen mask. We got our parachute. And this is still cooking up our basalt. Happy with that. And the sun is making its way down. I'm going to go ahead and probably get some more tin going, because apparently it seems like there's a lot of the tin, what do you call those? Compressed tin. I was going to call them tin plates, but they're just compressed tin. GalacticCraft seems to use a lot of compressed tin, so yeah, I wanted to actually put some stuff away, and namely the silicon there. In fact, let me come to the back here, and where's my GalacticCraft chest? There it is. Let's put that away, and that. Let's hold on to you. What do we got in the bag? You know, I kind of want to make up one more of those. I could. I just want to be safe, you know. I just want to make sure I have everything. In order to do that, we're going to need one more tin canister, and we're going to need 4 more pieces of compressed tin. And we should be ready to go. Alright, just double checking my stuff, because we are actually going to be heading to space. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and sleep, and I got a list here we're going to actually grab, because I think we need a certain inventory to actually make ourselves a space station, which is going to be my first step. So I think we need 32 tin ingots. We're going to need, I believe, 24 iron ingots. I think we're going to need 16 aluminum. So we need 2 more than that. There we go. And I believe 1 advanced wafer. So go ahead and get that cooked up quickly. 1 diamond, 2 raw silicon, and we're gonna need a repeater. Oh, I actually got one. I had made one for the drawbridges. Alright, so I need to put the diamond in there. Raw silicon there, and oop, nope, sorry. Yeah, no. I need the redstone repeater there. Alright, so we need 32 tin ingots, 24 iron ingots, 16 aluminum ingots, and an advanced wafer in order for us to start our space station. So there we go. Advanced wafer. I'm gonna go put those back. Make our way back down here. Let's see what we got. Pressed 10. We should be able to make 1 more fuel canister, which is what I want to be safe. I like to play it safe and then sorry. Alright, let's see. Let's go ahead and fill this guy up. And we're going to put him in my backpack. Alright, guys, here we go. Time for us to head off to space. Plus, I'm also going to put my floor down. Kind of think I need a new floor. Yeah, we'll leave the dirt. It's not going to show, I don't think. Not a problem there. In fact, I might actually... Oh, drat, I didn't think I was going to need that much. Look, we're going to have to do that later. We don't have time for this now. Alright, fuel loader. Fuel. There we go. And battery. Load fuel. Alright, status is active. It is filling up. Cool. Let's go ahead and take a look in there. Oh yeah, look at that. Filling right on up. I figure we don't need to fill it all the way up to the top. Oh, whoops. So how much does this actually fill? It actually seems like it does quite a bit. Oh, wow. I didn't think it was actually going to do that much. Well, that's pretty awesome. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and pull that out. Pull that out also. Pick up my fuel loader. Just in case. Open up our launch doors. Looks like it's a nice day out. Well, let's go to space, shall we? Here we go. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do a little cinematic for this. Here we go. Gotta say, guys, that is pretty awesome. I love the stars that, all the stars that they have in the sky there. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. Create space station. So you can see 32 tin ingots, 24 iron ingots, 16 aluminum, and 1 advanced wafer. Create space station. All right, the only been this space station. So I can rename that. We'll call this the Bentley SS1 for Space Station 1, of course. And we'll rename it. Go ahead and click that. Send to dimension. Here we go. Whoa. Ooh, whoops. Turn that off. Oh, that's cool. What do we have there? What is that? Hey, wait a minute. The thing's bugging out. That oxygen is supposed to be on the left side. I'll have to fix that later. For the time being, let's do that quick little fix for us. Alright, cool. So we're on our space station. Whoa, 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 that's dangerous. Jetpack, very dangerous. Hey, wait, why did I take fall damage? Oh, I guess maybe there's a little bit of oh, maybe that's what it is. A little bit of gravity up in the space station? Alright, cool. So as you can see, we got our fuel here. We got our rocket launch pad. Our tier 1 rocket there. So if I take my canister, put it there, that'll go ahead and take the fuel out of our parachest there. We can get rid of this guy. Actually, ooh. Okay, good. It's just a... Oh, actually, it says parachest. Okay, that's cool. 10 decoration block. Cool, guys. So we are on our space station. I figure maybe in the next episode or two, we'll go ahead and start working on this. But for now, I think it's time for us to go ahead and end off for the day. I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys have any helpful tips, tricks, or comments, feel free to put them in the comment section down below. If you guys would rate the video, I'd greatly appreciate it. Until next time, we'll see you guys then. Goodbye.